Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for July 10th, 2014. And I just want to remind everyone that you can always go to my website and print out a free PDF. The actual write-up that's on there is a little bit weird because the website provider always messes everything up. I can't make it come out in the normal format when I post it, but the PDF is normal format. So if you just download the PDF and print it out, you can use the information with any card deck, any playing card deck, since it's just matches up with the playing card deck. Okay, so I'm going to draw one Gillian Kemp in the middle. Oh, we got love revealed. Okay, I'm going to draw two Gillian Kemp cards in the middle. Okay. A wish granted. So this, just to remind you, the arms of love draw closer to you, and ambition you love grows into what is visible and tangible. The eucalyptus tree. And again, eucalyptus really can increase breathing and help you to breathe easy, which just means that, you know, when you're breathing good, life is good. So, and then we have the date tree, and it says, a wish granted. Enlightenment discovered through knowledge and free will, and will free you from doubt. So, enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. So, that's interesting. Huh. And then, I did just drop this card by accident. And it's the pine tree again. The eternal love. And it says, the light of love cannot be extinguished from the heart or soul because the light is eternal. And I never noticed that before, but there is a little hawk on this tree. I don't know, here. So there's a little hawk in there. And we did have a hawk last week for the weekly oracle. The hawk flew over. So, and again, hawk represents love returning. So, anyway, and also it's kind of like a child from the past love. You know, a lot of times, you know, people say, I remember having a conversation with my friend one time, people say that your relationships are based on past life relationships, or your relationships now are based on things, past life, you know, things that have happened. And I never saw it like that at all. I always thought the relationships you have are preparing you for the next one. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just kind of this, you know, the same thing, but it's not so much that you haven't gotten it or that you deserve it. It's just that you're gaining the knowledge you need for, you know, your next person that you need to understand. So it's like, I do notice that the next guy that I'm with, you know, every time I get into a new relationship or, you know, enter a new phase of my life or whatever, you know, it's always, I have my toolkit. I have my ability to be there and be present and know how to interact properly because of all of the people and experiences I had in the past, you know. So it's like life is always preparing you for your next step. So anyway, to me, this is, you know, past love prepares you for the return of great love, and you'll be ready because we have been getting ridiculous amount of love cards every day. So, and we get a wish granted, so that's a good one too. Okay, on to the chicken cards. Okay, snowball. Kali. She's been coming up a lot, huh? Kali. It's like the protective mother, and snowballs things that are getting bigger and bigger and growing. And Mundi, who is the axis mundi, the axis on which the whole earth turns. Somebody's a very strong leader, extreme leadership in a really humble and proper way, where with a strong leader, anything is possible, and you really have the guidance, and you really have the strength and the protection with a good leader. And we have lavender, which is kind of shaking things off, refreshing, and also kind of relaxing, but kind of clearing the skin, clearing the debris out of your aura, clearing your space of other people's stuff, just kind of getting back to yourself and sloughing off whatever doesn't belong to you. So, looking at these together, first of all, I want to say over here that Snowball combined with Kali, to me, is saying, Kali is also justice too, because with truth in action, Kali puts truth in action, and that is really the presence of God. It's the presence of the divine. It's the presence of the ultimate love and intelligence when truth is acted upon, when truth is acted out, when you see truth in action, and truth is being lived up to in its ideal through behaviors and speech and connections and agreements and exchanges. When that truth is being honored, that is Kali, and it breaks through illusion. It breaks through the imbalances. It really does have to do with the unconditional love again, where it's honest with each person about who they are and what they're doing, and how they are with others, and really giving everybody their right. Everybody gets their right to their existence. Everyone gets a right to their experience. Everybody gets a right to their own personal space and to their own life. Nobody should be controlling anybody. Everybody has a right to be in control of their own lives. And then, there's always the circumstances where people do need help and they need assistance. They can't be in charge of their own lives because of, a mental illness, which means that probably there was something acting on them their whole life that kind of threw them off balance. And then to have a positive ally, a positive force or a positive presence in that person's life to help them to come back, as much as possible to a place of empowerment is what we always look for and try and do with people who need help. And then for the psychopath, that the famous word that I keep talking about, that the person who wants to control, who wants to either control you or destroy you. Usually they're okay if with you as long as they can control you, but if they can't control you, then they want to destroy you. That's usually how that works. But with those people, we need to really not let them control us, and be smart enough to be able to really express our truth and express our knowledge of them. And I think the number one thing, if there's like one key protective thing you can do with a person who's controlling, you want to say things in front of other people. You want to let this person know that you know their psychology and you know their game, and you don't hide it. You don't hide it from other people. You want to share it with other people and share it in front of other people. So you want to kind of calmly, expose people in front of others. And this is because you're speaking truth. It doesn't even matter if they try and deny it. It doesn't matter. And a lot of times they will maybe try and deny it, but it's threatening enough to know that they are seen. And the thing is that everybody else, if someone denies it, you can always say, well, okay, you can deny it, but I know everybody in this room knows that, everything I'm saying is exactly what is true, Usually, the denial is so ridiculous that it doesn't fly. And the people, even though they're trying to deny it, they know that they can't really hide, So, the number one thing you can do to protect yourself is expose people for who they are and what their motive is and what they're doing, to expose what they're doing. Talk about facts. Keep it fact-based. And I want to say with the snowball that there's going to be kind of something like this justice is really going to snowball. And, I've seen right now a lot of things going out of hand in public with other people. I have seen so many things in the last week. It's incredible. And because it's public, I was happy to participate, it wasn't, and I know this stuff well enough to be a very, good participant. But, it was really, I think it has been greatly eye-opening to everybody. And this stuff needs to really stop. We need to free everybody in their own lives. So, okay, I want to say that this is a very important thing going on right now for everybody. And even if it's not directly about you, like for me, I don't have anybody in my life that's doing this stuff, but it's around me. It's in the people's lives around me, so it's present. And this affects everyone. So, on this side, though, we have this new leadership and this kind of fresh start. I want to say that this side is like, all right, this side is settling things and getting the justice. This is like, okay, this stuff is ending. Kali also means stop. Stop is Kali. Red. The color red means stop. So, also, we have, actually, Axis Mundi is really about judgment too, but it's like a silent judgment. It's just really by example. It's really just by, a silent example of leadership. And, but he holds his ground. So, he does act out the Kali, but he's, he's more focused on participating in an active leadership role that has more to do with like providing for people and caring for others, and really being the standard of behavior for people. So really sets the tone and kind of everybody can kind of feed off this well-being and this comfort of this person in the presence. So this is like kind of new leadership. And then, of course, lavender is, shaking things off and refreshing and just kind of getting your glow back on and renewing yourself, regenerating, rejuvenating. So anyway, it just, to me, it seems like we're kind of getting over a hump here we're pulling through some things, and these are kind of both the direction that things are headed in, you know, and kind of the things that we need to do, and we need to be, because we can all be like Access Moody. We can all be that really centered, strong person. So you know, to me, I would say that leadership is a call for your own self, for your own being, to be that leader, to be that silent example, just to be that strong, stable axis on which things can turn, you know. So anyway, and yeah, great. Things will start to come to life for us in a really positive way, and you know, any doubts about life should start to kind of fall away, and we can move into really a sense of power, legitimate power, you know, with our right of existence and our right of being. So it looks great. So anyway, I will see you all again tomorrow, and have a great day.